Hey y'all, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry I have not posted in a couple of weeks. One week, I was just having some technical difficulties. Another week, I literally just forgot, and then, I don't even know what else happened. And then, like, this past Monday, I know it's Tuesday now, this past Monday, I had washed my brushes. Don't they look so good? But they were not dry yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, which I was just here yesterday at home doing some stuff, and I'm glad because like my all my brushes were still wet, and I was like, ah. So anyway, so I'm just gonna start off. I've already done my brows and my foundation, concealer, and all that, my eye primer, and I'm just gonna start off with highlight, contour, and then blush. And I did want to talk about you can change blushes. I know I get a couple of questions every now and then about blush. So you can I'm just coming through with highlighter right now, so y'all already know about that. So I do get some questions about blush. So, me, I love a bright pink blush, and then but see me, I wear all different kind of colors, like, depending on my outfit. Like, if I'm going to be wearing, like, a citrusy color or, like, like a orangey citrus, like citrus colors, like orangey kind of colors, tangerines, coral, yellow, I will switch over to like a coral blush. And if you have darker skin, you can do this more corally, orangey one. But this one's a little bit for my skin tone. And then, I do that sometimes. And then when it comes to changing blush for seasons, I mean, you can still wear the same blush year round. Me, I just use out of all these different blushes, I really don't use the super dark shades because, I don't want to get too dark for me because, I'll be pasty. But anyway, so I don't want to get too dark for me, but I do sometimes like to do a little bit of a darker blush if I'm, if it's worth transitioning into the winter months or whatever. And sometimes I still do my bright pink, and there's nothing wrong with staying. And you can even use the darker colors throughout the year. I mean, it just totally depends on you. So, and I'm just putting a little bit on my nose just to kind of give my face some color because I've been a little pasty. Because I get real pasty during the winter, like I ain't got no sun on this skin. But anyway. So, do a little bit more contour over here. But yeah. So, and you don't have to change your blush shades. You can if you want to. And that's just something, that I've been asked a couple of times in the last few weeks. People have been kind of like, do I need to change my blush? Or, is that good to stay the same or whatever? So, normally I'll be using like all over here, like these shades right here, these two right here. My highlight and my contour don't really change. Every now and then I'll use a darker highlight just to kind of give it some more color, especially if I'm using this like citrus color blush. Sorry y'all, I'm getting my nails done today and this one popped off last night. Anyway, and then these two I don't really use that much. I've used that one a couple of times. I don't use it very much, but now this one right here, this is Wineberry, and that's what I'm going to use today. And that is like one of my favorites. So you just kind of swipe it back and forth a little bit. I know that looks super intense, but it's really not. So you start right here and just pat, 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 back and forth, and then do little circular motions up into the hairline. And you want to make sure, like I always say, to stay 2 fingers away from your nose so that your face looks a little bit thinner. Because don't we all want to look thinner? Anyway, okay, so I know it looks a little bit intense on camera right there, but anyway, it's really not that intense, but just the light, my ring light picks it up a lot. So I'm going to bring it around a little bit right here. There we go. So yeah. And then I just really like this color because it gives you, like that pop of cheek color for the fall. But you can use this color any time of year, honestly. So that is all with highlight and contour that I'm going to be doing today. And then, and if you want to, like, if you have the powder brush, just get you a little powder on there and just kind of swipe it back and forth on the blush, and it will mute it out a little bit more. Y'all see that? See how that muted it out a little bit more? And that's what I always do, because I always, once I get all of my makeup on, I always go back and kind of powder my whole face again. And just to make sure, you know, that I get all the fallout from eyeshadow or anything like that. And anything, you know, that may be left over, whatever. Okay. So now I have clean brushes. I'm super excited. So, okay. So I am doing a new color scheme, and I saw it on Facebook, and it's called Caramel Apple. And I was like, okay. So it is, let's see, it is Mahogany, Moss, Crystalline, and Gold Coast. Now, what I like to do is I will come through with Crystalline first. And that's just this really light color. And I just take it all around the lid. So it just kind of brightens that up. So, and you don't even have to use Crystalline. You can use just the other three colors. You literally don't have to use Crystalline at all. But I just kind of swipe that around. So y'all see how that's like making it so much more brighter. So that's just kind of what I've been doing lately with that. But yeah, I saw that picture and I was just like, I would have never thought to put Mahogany and Moss together. Like, I would never have thought that. Which I honestly don't wear the green eyeshadows that much. And I have been really, that's why I was looking on Facebook to see if I could find like a different idea. And I was really looking for some way to use like the greens and the purples more, because I don't wear those as much. So I'm sick of just wearing brown and gray. Okay, so we're going to come in with, well, it's not, I said Gold Coast, I think. It's not it. It is Sandcastle. There we go. We have Candlelight and Sandcastle, and I get those two mixed up all the time. So this is Sandcastle. And this is just a really good, like a beigey, taupey kind of color. And it's really good for highlighting as well. So I'm just putting it right here all over the lid. Y'all, I'm so excited. So I am just, you know, I just want this channel to be somewhere where everyone can come that is, you know, like a positive place where people can watch makeup and it's just positive. So that's just like my whole goal. And like, you know, God has just really blessed me with the subscribers that I have. I only have a few, but I never even thought I would have any. So, you know, God is just so good. And I'm just so thankful. And God just put it on my heart to do, like, you know, positive, like share positive things, you know, share things that I hear throughout the week that are positive, so that hopefully, you know, I can just kind of be a little bit of a positive light here on YouTube. So, okay, so I'm coming in with Mahogany. Yes, okay. Sorry, y'all, I lost my train of thought. So I'm coming in with Mahogany in my crease. I love Mahogany. It literally just goes with so many things. And when I don't have lipstick in here with me, I totally forgot to go grab it. Y'all know me, I always forget to go grab my lipstick out of my purse. But anyway, what I do with this is, if you're going to do a lip gloss, I would do our Sheer Illusion lip gloss. And if you're doing, or Fancy Nancy, either one of them two, if you need a little bit of color, because sometimes I need a little bit of color, either one. And then if you're doing lipstick, I would say like Nude Blush or something like that. Or, I'm trying to think what the other one is, Naturally Buff. One of those two would be really pretty with this look. Or if you wanted a little bit of color, you could do like, you know, like a mauve-y kind of color, so it's not too much, but it is just enough, you know, just to get that little bit of color. So Alright, now I'm going to come in with, that was Mahogany. Now I'm going to come in with Moss. And on the outside. And y'all, this is such a beautiful combination. I love it. And y'all know, just to pat, 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 and then do little circles to blend it. And then come over here, we're just going to pat, 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 and then start swiping it a little bit towards the middle. I'm going to get some more, and then pat it some more, and then just do little circles everywhere. So yeah, I just really love these colors together. I'm like, wow. So yeah. Anyhow, okay, so now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to take the Sandcastle and put it as my highlight shade, just to kind of blend all that in. I cannot believe Thanksgiving is next week, y'all. I'm so excited though. I love Thanksgiving so much. So I love Thanksgiving. I just love this time of year. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of it. I love it. It's like my favorite time of year. And then, my face is itching. And then my parents' 31st anniversary is next week, is next Sunday. And like, I'm super excited about that. Okay, so I'm just going to come through with the brushes I had Mahogany and Moss on and just kind of fill this in just a little bit. Just kind of swipe it around just to kind of bring out that color again. And then yeah. And then I will swipe a little bit of this just to make sure all that's so blended. And I love this look. Now, y'all know I'm going to put eyeliner and mascara on. And so I'm running out of time though. So y'all go subscribe to my channel. Go to Instagram and Facebook. And I'll see y'all